Final team of the evening is the Tennessee Titans. Very active summer for the Tennessee Titans. Well, spring really. Brought in Dan Moore, paid him a massive contract as well. I've commented about that in the Steelers video, and I think it's way too much for Dan Moore myself. Brought in Kevin Zeitler, brought in Draymond Jones, Cody Barton, Seb Joseph, Tyler Lockett, Xavier Woods, Van Jefferson, Lorenzo Carter. I think they had Lorenzo Carter once, I'm pretty sure. Amani Oruwariye, who I thought was, oh man, him at the Lions 4 years ago was insane. He was so good. They did lose Harold Landry, though. He went off to the New England Patriots. Mason Rudolph, Dylan Radence, Jerome Baker, Chidobe Awuzie, Daryl Worley. And obviously, notably, were the number 1 draft pick. So they took Cam Ward, the quarterback, out of Miami. They took in the second Oluwafemi Oladejo. Yeah, smash it. UCLA defensive end. They took Eric Ayamana. Yeah, Eric Ayamana, wide receiver. Elick, not even Eric. God, you meant to like correct me on this stuff.
Sorry,
man.
you've thrown, because the thing is you've gone from round 2 to round 5, so I was kind of a little bit like, oh, okay.
I'm going all over the place here. Elick Ayamana, the wide receiver out of Stanford. They took Marcus Harris, DB out of California. Well, new guy in town. We have heard this story before in Tennessee with a certain Will, can't even remember his name, but at Mayo and was just whatever. What was his name?
Do you want
again?
me to tell you his name?
Oh, I actually generally can't remember his surname.
Oh, Levis.
Will Levis. Back once again with the mayonnaise master, as I kept saying a few years ago. And they've gone with Cam Ward, the quarterback out of Miami. The consensus number 1 pick. Everyone was thinking it. Well, not everyone was thinking it. A lot of people thinking Shedeur Sanders, but look how that turned out. But for most educated people, he was always going to go number 1, right? Is this a new day for Tennessee now?
Yeah, I think it probably will be, actually. I think he's got a good chance of being a success here. It's he's got the ability to use his legs. He's a fairly accurate quarterback. And I think that I wouldn't say someone to get incredibly excited about, but I do feel like he's got a decent chance of being able to do something. And I think because of that, I mean, at the end of the day, the Titans as a whole last season were just awful all around. That's why they had the number 1 pick. Defensively, offensively, it was a mess. And I think this is about Brian Callahan being able to completely reset and sort of like bring in guys that he wants. He's done that with Cam Ward, and I think that's definitely going to be a positive for them. I mean, it's been a long time, hasn't it, since the Titans have had a quarterback that you would say could potentially be a main guy, a franchise guy for a long time. I mean, I can't remember who the last one would be for the Titans, but there is a bit of excitement, I think, for him, and I think he'll do all right for them. I don't think he's going to be amazing. This season is just about developing him. That is all this season is about for them. We're not interested in anything else. It's just develop Cam Ward and just try and win a few games. I tell you what, if they can win 6 games this season, then Cam Ward is it. And he will have done very, very well for that team to win 6 games. And they will not have to worry about quarterback if they win 6 games this season.
Marcus Mariota really was the guy that when they took him with the number 1 pick.
Yeah.
God, that would be like what, 2014?
Something like that. Long time ago.
2014, 2013.
I suppose it's all been Derrick Henry, isn't it?
Who was the second pick? This is your knowledge now. Who was the second pick after Marcus Mariota?
No idea.
Still plays in the NFL, quarterback.
I wasn't watching it back then, so I've got no idea.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Vita Vea?
Quarterback?
Sorry, I thought you just said number 2 pick. I didn't hear quarterback.
I'll give
Quarterback.
you. I'll give you. I'll
What,
give you.
Baker?
Go on. No, go on. Go on. What are you
It
gonna
might
say?
be Baker Mayfield. He was
Baker
much
Mayfield got
later.
picked by the Cleveland Browns. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah, that doesn't tell me anything.
No. Jameis Winston.
Oh, God.
Do you not remember the eating the W? We're going to eat some W's today.
I thought you said he was still playing for the Bucks. Not
No,
that
no,
he was
no, no.
picked
I said
by
he's
the
still
Bucks.
playing.
Oh,
He was
okay.
picked by the Bucks. Sorry, apologies. Yeah, but that was the first draft I sort of remember, to be honest with you. But I didn't
Right.
know who anyone was. But I remember the big thing was like, who are they going to take, Marcus Mariota or Jameis Winston? And they took Marcus Mariota. I'm bullish on this team in a way. I don't know. I like the building blocks here, and I think Cam Ward could be really good for this team. And I think they're one of these teams where you go, they win 6, like you said, they win 6 games and they look like they're progressing somewhere. You could go, well, we could win 5 games, but as long as we look like we're going somewhere, then I don't mind. And I think I really like Calvin Ridley, and I don't think Tyler Lockett's lost it yet. I still think he's not like the height he was, but I still think he's a good player. I don't mind Van Jefferson. I know that you guys thought that Elick was pretty good at coming out the draft, and that was like a good pick. I think their running back rooms needs work. I think Tony Pollard isn't it, and I think Tyjae Spears is
Injured again
okay too.
already.
Say again.
He's injured again already.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I don't think Kalel Mullings can play at that height. And
No.
then on the other side of it, again, I think they've got some names. I think they've got some decent guys. I just think I think it might come together a little bit more for them this season because the defense is not got that pressure because they've got actually a competent quarterback on the other side of the ball. Now, in 2 years' time, I may eat my words and it might be Will Levis situation all over again. But this was he has got something, Cam Ward. He's the most pro ready, as people have been saying, coming out of this draft. And I think he's going in a situation where it can be all about him and he can really work with this team. He's got some good guys on that offense. It can be improved. I think it's the building blocks thing. I think you have your quarterback, you go into next year, you get a star wide receiver or a star left tackle. You go into the year after that, you get, star edge or a
What are you
star.
saying about Dan Moore?
Dan Moore is not. That is a one move that I think was like, man, that was terrible. Was paying Dan Moore that much money? Dan Moore is not.
I don't mind the player, as you say. The money is where the problem is. The player is okay. So their O line actually I think is reasonably okay. So Dan Moore, not for the amount of money that they paid, but they probably had to pay him that much to get him to go. I mean, that's basically what it is. I think Peter Skoronsky is a really good guard. Lloyd Cushenberry's decent at centre. They brought in Kevin Zeitler. I mean, he was great for the Lions. And JC Latham, we said when he came into the league how good he was going to be. So I think the O line is actually quite strong. So that will help Cam Ward. And also it will help Tony Pollard as well when it comes to the run game. So I think they've done all right there. Wide receiver wise, yeah, Calvin Ridley is solid. Tyler Lockett is okay. Van Jefferson's okay. He did all right for the Rams. He wasn't too bad.
He's a good three. He's a good three.
Yeah. Iamano, I think, will be all right. They've got Xavier Restrepo in there as well that they took as an undrafted player. So I think.
Got about your boy.
Well, it wasn't my boy. It's more Andrews, but yeah.
You look
so
no. I was talking about tight end.
Yeah, Chigakonkwo. He's mine. Yeah. If they ever throw the ball to him, he will do well.
He's so good.
So yeah, I mean, I think the offense looks all right. I don't think it's going to win loads of games, but I think it'll be okay. And like you say, the defense, it does have a few names on it. I really liked Kevin Winston, who's come in 3rd round pick. He'll be playing safety. He was very, very good in college. The concern with him is that he had a big injury, and whether he's going to be able to sort of go straight away, I don't know. But they've got some guys, and they've brought in the odd one or two that look all right. And it's not going to, like you say, it's not suddenly going to be amazing. It is about building blocks and about doing the right thing and developing Cam Ward. If they win 6 games, they've got their quarterback. That's what I will basically, that's what it boils down to for him.